Hi guys, so this is a continuation of my top 3 products. Today is going to be primers, as you can tell by the title. So this is going to be my high-end and drugstore. I have quite a few honourable mentions. I really couldn't choose between these. These are all so good and I think you guys need to know about all of them. So I'm going to do my top 3 first and then I have 2 honourable mentions. The primer I'm stuck on at the moment, can't put it down and don't really want to, is the Body Shop All-in-One 5 Action Perfector Instablur Universal Shade Primer. It's very pretty packaging, very simple, it's 25 millilitres in it, but this is a super pore filling primer that will just smooth over and gives you a flawless finish. It says you can use it alone or before foundation. Obviously I use it as a primer, so I use it before foundation. But this is so good. It's really hard to describe some of these primers, so I apologise if I end up repeating myself. But it just really fills in the pores, makes you look flawless. It does have dimethicone in it, so I think that's like the pore filling property. Because this also has, because my high-end one also has dimethicone in it. So it's super, super good. And honestly, I think it's a dupe for another high-end, super high-end, like luxury bougie ass primer. Okay, so another pore filling primer that I used all of last year, something like 9 out of the 12 months, was the e.l.f. Poreless face primer. Still amazing. I still think this is incredible. Yeah, still smells like Sicilian lemon tart to me. I think some people don't like the scent of this, but I really, really like it. Really affordable, and I do hate the caps to these though, they really fall off, but I get past that because the product inside is unreal. Okay, my last real super favourite is another one by e.l.f. So e.l.f. has got some good primers. This is the e.l.f. Lock On Face Primer, and this really does lock on your foundation. Because it's a super tacky, like glue, almost like glue primer, your foundation will seriously stick to this primer, and because of that, it helps your foundation to last so well. So I actually normally put these two together. I'll use this one in my T-zone and then this one all over my face. These are really dirty. And it has always been a match made in heaven for me. Love these. So 2 quick honourable mentions that I wanted to mention was the NYX Pore Filler. This was my go-to also for a really long time to fill in the pores. This is a dupe for the Benefit Professional. Really good pore filling primer. And also the NYX Angel Veil. This fills in your pores while also smoothing everything out. It does say it's a skin perfecting primer. These are both super velvety touch primers. And then my high ends. May as well just get this out of the way. The Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. This is the second jar I've had because I love this so much. This was like a limited edition one that I actually got really cheap. Well, not really cheap, but I got it like £6 cheaper off of QVC, so I got this one instead of the other one. But this, again, pore filling primer. I'm going to be repeating myself a lot. Like, you can already see that I'm starting to hit jar again, so I'm going to need to get a new one very soon. This smooths out all your flaws and so much more. It's really good. Honestly worth all the hype. A recent discovery of mine is the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. So this says it's like poreless. So I used to put this in my like T-zone, but actually this is super tacky. This is like a sister to this or something, but definitely mattify as well. But I always put this around my nose because I always blow my nose a lot. I'm one of those people, unfortunately. And I always have foundation wear off. I put this on before and I see a huge difference. This is obviously a smaller version because I wanted to try this out first before I bought a very big one. I think I will be purchasing a full size of this because this is super tacky, it mattifies. I'm not sure about pore filling, but I will definitely mix this with any of my pore fillers. So an overall face primer that I am still obsessed with after all this time is the Too Faced Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. And breathe. This definitely is cooling. You put it on your face and you can feel the cooling sensation, but that's not what I love about it. I love that this mattifies my face. Like, I will put this, again, I'll put some sort of pore filler in my T-zone and I'll put this over the rest of my face. It is incredible. This has a lot of product in it for your money. So this is an all over face primer that I swear by. It's so good, so mattifying, and it also smells like peach and sweet fruit cream. So if you like that, you might like it. So my two quick honourable mentions, I just want to mention this Makeup Forever Step 1 Mattifying Primer. I've been wearing this a lot recently. Super mattifying. Again, I honestly think that if you've got this, you don't need this. But you know, if you want to try this outside, this is worth trying. This is 15 millilitres. It is a squeezy tube, but it does smell. Obviously you don't notice it after you put that on your face and then start putting your foundation on, but it does have a fart smell. It's not a good smelling primer at all, but you know, I get past it because it does such a good job. Really, really like this. And lastly is this expensive primer. So this is not one of my favourite primers. This is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Filter Finish Protective Primer. And this is how much I've used. I haven't used that much, but I use a very small amount. I finally tried this because Highend went on and on about it, and I don't love this, but I do think it's a good primer. I don't think that it prolongs my makeup. I don't think that it helps the makeup stick to my skin. But I will say that it does make everything look pretty flawless and smooth. So if you want a super smoothing primer, this one is really, really good. I don't think it's worth the high price tag. And the customs fee. Don't forget that customs fee. If you want to see my top 3 powders and honourable mentions of drugstore and Highend, then please definitely subscribe because that will be coming soon. If you like this video, please give it a like. Comment down below what your favourite primers are, Highend and drugstore. I would love to hear from you guys and maybe I'll try them out. Let me know what they are, and I hope to see you all very, very soon in the next one. Bye!